guys, it's Joey. So this is going to be a sort of witchy haul. There are some witchy hauly bits and some talky bits and show and telly bits, and yeah, a bit of a mishmash altogether. I decided to do a little bit of a lighter video, a little bit fun, a little bit silly, a little bit woo, a little bit wah. I have some more magical videos coming up. It's just the last week has been crazy busy, and you know when you have one of those crazy busy weeks and you're like, what on earth have I been doing? But I know I've been busy. It's been a bit like that, and I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think what on earth has been going on. And I'm behind in my Ogum video and some of the healing videos and all sorts of bits and pieces. I am on top of my own healthy planning for my own personal weight and diet. That's going really well, and doing bits and pieces for expanding my dream work, as in things that I want to be doing that are my dreams to make come true. As well as having some very exciting actual dreams, which is fantastic. So, the first couple of things I'll show you are actually, I guess you could call them hauly. I've been playing with the dehydrator again. And this is some lime skins. I'm a little bit obsessed with the noise. It's a little bit like shaking bone runes or something. I think I might be a bit weird. Okay. So I got a dehydrator for Christmas/Yule under the advice of a lot of different people who said it was a really great investment, and you know, I had real trouble drying herbs and things without one, and it is amazing. So I had a go over Yule and since then, and this is some more lime. I love lime. I love lime so much for cooking and things, so I just cut them into sort of big chunks. And you can get a dehydrator relatively inexpensively. Mine was about £20 I think, and it works really well. And it doesn't heat up the counter like we were a bit worried. It might heat up the counter and we didn't feel safe just leaving it on for hours and hours and hours like you're supposed to, but it's been fine. So lime in magic is used for purification, protection, promoting calmness, tranquility and strengthening love. So I really love lime and the spiritual strength that comes from lime. It really helps in terms of getting rid of all forms of negativity, and I love it for that. It's really, you think about how uplifting it is and how sharp it is and how it cuts through everything it is. It's just amazing. I love lime. And then the other thing that I've been drying is mistletoe. Mistletoe. Used for fertility, creativity, prevention of illness, prevention of misfortune, and protection from negative spells and magic. Hang in the home for protection against lightning and fire, wearing an amulet to repel negativity and ill will and protect from unwanted advances. Carry for luck in hunting. I think the only hunting that I'm likely to do is crystal hunting, and I don't need any help with that. Used to drawing customers' money in business, using ritual baths or prayer bowls for healing. Can be poisonous. Use it with caution. So there you go. Voila, those are two things that I've... they're kind of hauly. They're from nature for the most... well... the lime is bought, and the mistletoe is from nature, locally grown in the village, so that's awesome. I actually noticed there's some out the front garden, but I don't dare go and try and grab some. So then I went to the local holistic place and got a few little bits and pieces. Only a very few little, it's very limited right now, but I kind of wanted to treat myself a little bit because I've been on this health kick, and I've managed to resist the big cravings, so I wanted to, you know, get myself a little bit of something just to show, something to show for it, if that makes sense. I got trying a new incense. Now this incense is called The Last Unicorn by White Magic Incense, produced for Ancient Wisdom. And the only thing, I've got one burning and it smells really, really nice and I like it. It's beautiful. It's quite delicate, quite feminine. I think there may be jasmine in there, but I don't know, because I went online, I went to the official site, I went everywhere trying to find out what the scents are supposed to be, or at least one overarching scent, and there's no information. I don't know what its scent is. If anybody knows this, if anybody, you know, happens to know what The Last Unicorn scent by White Magic is, I'd be keen to know. There's this really weird blurb on the side of the box about the sacred pollen cloth of barley being worn by holy men and statues of mythical creatures. Reminds us that good and evil are woven together. And it's on all of the range. It's a strange thing, including directions to use, by the way. Like, if you don't know how to use an incense stick, but not what the scent is. No idea. But the place that I go to had all these new ones, and I was like, I was just sniffing the boxes because obviously they didn't know either. They were trying to find out, and the supplier had removed the scent list. So it smells really nice. And I'm a bit fussy with stick incenses, so I'm glad that I liked it. I also got some clove leaf essential oil. Someone was asking the other day where I get my essential oils from. It tends to be Ancient Wisdom, which is available in the UK. And there we go. Come here, Mr. Meanings for clove oil. Clove leaf oil is a good courage fortifier. If you find yourself in a difficult situation which makes you nervous, perhaps embarking on an unfamiliar journey, starting a new job, etc., then this can help you, especially in conjunction with a red candle. So there you go. For courage. And it's clove leaf rather than... It still smells like clove. It still smells like clove, but just perhaps less pungent than the clove oil. It's just the leaf. So there you go. I also grabbed a big black piece of black tourmaline. They gave me a good price for the black tourmaline. Right, so last week we were all about the pink tourmaline. I switched back to black tourmaline this week. Right, so let's read from the Book of Stones in a moment. I bought it on purpose for the purposes of grounding off any negativity with the time of the year. It's a difficult time of the year for me. As some of the kindest people in the world have, you know, didn't want to bring it up, but checking you're alright sort of thing, bless them. And yes, it is a very difficult time of the year for me, whether I want it to be or not. Bad memories and things, but there you go. So black tourmaline, from the Robert Simmons version from the Book of Stones. Ideal for psychic protection for anyone who works in challenging places or circumstances. Carrying or meditating with one of these stones can keep one's auric field clear of balance, even in the presence of destructive energies. We often encounter individuals or situations that emanate bad vibes, and sometimes we can broadcast them ourselves. Black tourmaline crystals act like etheric vacuum cleaners, clearing one's self and one's surroundings of negativity and disharmony. Where such influences are not a problem, black tourmaline can provide higher levels of purification to help elevate one's consciousness. Carrying one of these stones in the pocket, holding one for meditation, or sleeping with one in the pillowcase will provide a refreshing dose of cleansing for the etheric field and all dimensions of the etheric body. It's a very powerful cleanser. Yada yada yada. Can be further enhanced by combining it with jet, obsidian, black ahundrite, garnet, smoky quartz, sugilite, charoite and amethyst. Its grounding qualities can be increased with hematite. And from Nasha Asian, black tourmaline is one of the premier stones of our age. It has the ability to transmute and purify negative energy, turning it into usable energy. This is especially important as one fully opens one's psychic and empathic abilities. Has the ability to protect one's energy fields against attachments, entities and energetic debris. Black tourmaline is an electric gemstone that can be used to purify and regulate the electrical and other energetic systems of the body. Useful for those who experience high level of stress at home or in their work. I have had it work very effectively with clients to counter excessive stress, worry or obsessive behaviour. So for the spiritual, it provides a grounding path for light to enter the earth plane. For the emotional, helps one disengage from obsessive or compulsive behaviours and release chronic worry and anxiety. Physical, purifies the body of toxins and wastes. Affirmation. I banish all negative attachments within and without. I am purified, grounded and centred upon the earth. So that's lovely, isn't it? And I'm a fan of tourmaline. I do like tourmaline very, very much. Ooh, dong. That's me calling the crows back in. Dong. Yeah. I don't know what I'm on about either, but there you go. I just had images of me feeding all the millions of crows that live around here. Yeah, that would take some time. So I like black crystals very much anyway. I enjoy them. Some of the black crystals people find a little bit overbearing, but I friggin' love them. I think they're amazing. I love strong energy. I work with them regularly, daily, minutely. So I have no problem with the sort of stronger energies, but in terms of black crystals, tourmaline is probably one of the least overbearing black crystals. If you wanted a black crystal for having heard about them, having heard how great they are for grounding and protection, then tourmaline is probably the easiest one to work with first off. It's also fairly inexpensive. I don't think a lot of the black crystals are expensive, apart from whichever quartz it is that's really expensive. That I saw one yesterday and I was like, oh, I think it's Moriarite quartz, something like that. There was one on a Facebook page of a lady who does deals and stuff yesterday and I was like, ah, £100, but oh my god. I was like, no, I can't afford £100 for a crystal. Nope. Yeah, I think I'd have a heart attack if I spent half of that on a crystal, never mind a full £100 on a crystal. But generally speaking, the black crystals aren't too expensive. Tourmaline is readily available though, easily accessible, and it's easy to hook into its energy. It really does ground off anything really negative. I keep it next to the bed, perhaps especially in this big chunky form, because if you have really bad experiences in the night when your psychic shields might be down a little bit lower than when you're awake and aware of it, and you might get attacked at night because sneaky sneaks like to attack at night, and then you might have nightmares and things and causing you huge amounts of stress, then having it by the bedside is really handy. You can just grab it and it will just close everything down for you. It just grounds you straight off, it just takes the edge off. It's really amazing in terms of energy. I know there are a few witches on here who love the black tourmaline, and it well merits that. Okay, so then the last couple of pieces that I got from the holistic place were 2 tumbles. So this is the first one. Let's zoom in. Whee! This is magnetite, also known as lodestone. A powerful positive negative, has a powerful positive negative polarity. It can be used within one's own biomagnetic field and meridians. Grounding. Magnetite will attract and repel, energize and sedate. There are times when the body tries too hard to heal itself, in which case a meridian is over-energized. If an organ or meridian is overactive, the magnetite can calm it. If it is sluggish, it will activate it. It temporarily aligns the chakras, the meridians of the subtle and etheric bodies. It connects the base and earth chakras to the nurturing energies for earth, aids telepathy, meditation and visualization. It provides a balanced perspective. It attracts love, commitment and loyalty. It can be used to alleviate negative emotions such as fear, anger and grief, over-attachment, as well as bringing in positive qualities such as tenacity and endurance. There you go. So that magnetite. And then I really felt drawn to this. This is a phantom quartz tumble. There are a few different ones, but this is the one that called me. It's almost oceanic. It's almost, yeah. That's what it reminds me of. It's been a very oceanic week this week. Right, okay, phantom quartz. A phantom crystal symbolises universal awareness. Its purpose is to stimulate healing. It helps you to connect to your spirit guides and enhances meditation. Facilitates accessing the Akashic record, reading past lives and recovering repressed memories, put them into context. It also helps you to receive memories from in-between life states. So there you go. There's not a whole lot of information in the crystal bibble for some reason, and for the lots of different quartzes, they're not really in the Book of Stones. I'm not entirely sure why that is. But on this subject of le quartz, I picked up, now I thought I had the, is this it? 1 second. Where did they come from? The Planet Joe, this is where they came from. Oh, well, they came via Amazon because they had quite a good deal on for 100 grams of quartz, and I wanted some more quartz for one major reason, which is that Tracy W, or Bursley Girl from my dear friend, said, I'm getting my words all over the place, encouraged me to have a go with the crystal grid that she did, which was a chakra activation grid utilising the energies of the infinity and the number 8, which is tied to this year's numerology. And it had been working really well for her, and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. And I didn't have that many quartz points. So these came today, and I'm really pleased with them, given that I ordered them from Amazon. I was a bit worried, because the thing is, in England, if you're going to get a few more, like 100 grams worth, you're going to have to get them online, because you can't really buy them cost effectively in most metaphysical shops. In most metaphysical shops, for a quartz point, I don't know, £2 each, you're likely to pay. Some places more, depending on where you live. You might be able to get better offers in certain places, especially if you know the people, but generally speaking, that's what you're going to pay for a point, which would make that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so, you know, 15 quid I would have paid for that, and that's, you know, I can't find the little piece of paper that tells me how much I paid for it. Because apparently they sent me a whole load of little bits and pieces of paper, but not the price. Anyway, it was nowhere near that. I think it was more like 3. I can't remember exactly though. Although they did also send this, which has all the meanings on. So if you know, if you don't know it, it's from Gifts and Guidance. They're in Chester apparently. Quartz is the universal crystal, powerful in dispelling negative energy, amplifies and transmits energy, great for meditation and self-development. Useful tool for therapies, an excellent channeler of healing. Quartz points are great for focusing energy towards and away from people, objects and areas. Energy is focused through the point, placing the point facing towards the subject to focus energy toward and into, and pointing away to focus away. Also used in feng shui. But I'm going to be using them very specifically for the grid that Tracy gave me permission to have a go. And I may or may not show that. I'll probably take a picture and share it on Facebook rather than videoing it. Because it's her crystal grid idea, and, you know, it's her idea. So the last thing, people always wonder why I do this. I always get someone ask me, why have you done that when you make your own? But I bought a few little spell oils. So the answer to that, why buy them when you make your own, is multifaceted. Some of these I've bought them to try them out because, well, for example, where are you? Okay, this one is Van oil. And I was looking at the ingredients of Van oil, which is actually a hoodoo oil, and I couldn't get one of the ingredients. I think that's what happened. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy a little one from these people because I love their stuff. The gem tree. These are the gem tree oils, and I can try it out and try the energy, see how I feel, see if I get along with the generalised feel of it before putting my money into buying ingredients and making my own. Obviously, you're going to have a stronger connection with the energy of the oil that you make for yourself, most probably, unless you know the person or you trust the person who's making the oil or thing in question. I mean, I know in the case of my oils, I put everything I've got into them. So, you know, I will talk a little bit about the properties of that in a minute because I've got the other one out first. So the first one I really, really wanted, Miss Ange, if you're watching, is a Wolfsbane. Now, the thing about this is, it specifically states on the website that genuine wolfsbane is difficult to come by because many occult shops pass off another variety called monk's hood, which is very naughty and dishonest. We have a good supplier of the genuine wolfsbane, which is how we make our oils. The oil is used for channeling and psychic development. Yada yada yada. Covens use wolfsbane to reverse curses and spells that have been cast against them, making this a very valuable herb for magic. So there you go. This is the one I actually really, really wanted. And the thing about it is that if you get them through Amazon, you can get 3 for a lower price. So a few of these, I don't need them right now because I've already got some left and things, and I can make my own and stuff, things like that. But when it's a lower price for 3, you might as well. So let's go back. So that was the meanings of the wolfsbane. I've been working a lot with the wolf energy as well, so I really, really like that. And then there's the Van Van, like I said. So the Van Van's a very, very famous hoodoo oil. It's for changing your look forever, for uncrossing. And people use it for a whole multitude of reasons. Clear away evil, magical protection, redirect bad luck towards, redirect negative energy and instead interact with positive energy in the form of good luck. Empowering amulets, charms and talismans to bring luck or protection. Yeah, so there are many, 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 many uses of Van Van oil, and I'm not a hoodoo practitioner, so I'm not going to pretend that I am and that I've used it at length, because I haven't. And this is why I bought some, because I want to try it, see how I get on with it, see how I feel about the energy. Okie dokie. And then the one that was I really, really didn't need, because, hemlock, which is paralysing a situation. Hemlock is a powerful tool in magic, used for burning, mojo bags, spells, oils and poppets. It will freeze or paralyse a situation on purpose, making them inactive and totally useless. Highly toxic. Perfect for astral travel and meditation. I have used hemlock oil on my forehead before bed and had some wonderful astral experiences. I technically didn't need this because Ange sent me some hemlock. However, I'm guarding my hemlock like a jealous golem. My precious mine. And I don't, because I can't get any more of it from anywhere. So I'm using it very, very sparingly and only when I really, really need to. And I actually could check the hemlock against the scent, this oil, to make sure that, you know, they're being legitimate in their claims, and it smells exactly the same. So there you go. That was 3, and then the final 3 were pennyroyal. And pennyroyal is really fantastic at cleansing, getting rid of negative energy, getting rid of all really nasty negative energy. It's really fantastic for use on an oil burner. So this little oil is really great. Again, this is one I could make quite easily on myself, and it was one of the 3 for 2. So then there's the belladonna. In my magical oils, I only use high quality organic wildcrafted herbs and resins. All the ingredients have been ethically collected, so many of our supplies are fair trade, yada yada yada. Belladonna, also known as a deadly nightshade, has great history as a poison and a medicine. They don't actually have the meanings here. How odd. Oh, used to render enemies harmless is the only thing they give. It's got all sorts of meanings. That's not the only meaning. Hang on, let's see. I know that it is associated with Hecate. It's also associated with the death element for obvious reasons. It's also associated with beauty, because in ancient Italy they used to put drops of it in their eyes to make their eyes dilate, their pupils dilate. Come on, where are you, belladonna? Belladonna is also used for healing and forgetting past loves. It provides protection when placed in a secret place in the home. Used on a ritual honor. That's bad English on this page. Used by placing on a ritual altar to honor deities and add energy to rituals. Poisonous, do not ingest. So there's some other meanings. and then Jinx Killer, which speaks for itself. So yeah, I do like these, and they're little, and it means you can try things out, and they're not expensive, and you can get 3 for 2, and they always come really quickly in the UK, you know, within 2 or 3 days of ordering. So I'll be interested to try these out, particularly the ones I haven't tried out before, in particular. But I do recommend them. I think the Gem Tree are pretty good if you want a tiny, tiny little sample oil, rather than, you know, if you want to try something and see if the energy's for you, and see if you want to make your own, and if you want to invest your money in buying ingredients and your time and energy into something, particularly when certain things like the Van Vine oil are very dependent on you having specific essential oils as well. I mean, you could probably use the herbs as well, but it recommends the essential oil. And I was looking into it and thinking, you know, I really would rather just try a little bit out before I invest any more in getting the ingredients, which are obviously going to be more expensive than buying this little oil and trying it out. And it's fun to try it. And some of them, Wolfsbane for example, there's no way I'm going to get that anywhere, I don't think. Unless I manage to find seeds and grow my own, I don't think I'm going to be able to find Wolfsbane anywhere else. And, you know, I might be able to find Monk's Head, which is the other one, isn't it? The Aconite. Monk's Head. I might be able to find the other one. But, you know, they seem like really legitimate people. They even addressed the issue on their website openly and said, you know, there are people that sell stuff which isn't Wolfsbane. So there you go. Whew. So if anybody knows what the scent of the last unicorn incense is, please let me know. And that's it for this video. So this was just a bit of fun, bit of blah, you know, just because I want to. Because I want to have a knit and a natter and a show and tell and connect. So that's it for this video. Many blessings.